The death toll in Bosnia alone reached 19, including 9 found on Saturday when waters receded from the northeastern town of Doboj. And thousands of volunteers joined soldiers, police and firefighters in building flood barriers made of sandbags in the Serbian capital Belgrade and the western town of Sabac. And the River Sava hit its highest recorded level in Serbia, the army said, rising at a rate of 3 centimeters, 1 inch per hour after several days of the heaviest rainfall in almost 120 years. And 3 people were confirmed dead in Serbia by Friday, and Prime Minister Aleksandar Vucic said there were more fatalities in the town of Obrenovac, 30 kilometers, 18 miles, southwest of Belgrade, where soldiers deployed huge amphibious vehicles to rescue hundreds of people crammed into a primary school. And authorities in Serbia said they would not give a death toll for Obrenovac, a town of some 30,000 people, until the waters had receded and the extent of the damage was clear. And a Reuters photographer said the entire town center was submerged under 2 to 3 meters, 7 to 10 feet of water. And tens of thousands of homes in Serbia were cut off from electricity, and around 150,000 in Bosnia, where Doboj suffered the most. And it was especially difficult in Doboj because the floodwaters acted as a tsunami, 3 to 4 meters high. No one could have resisted, said Goka Vucic, police chief in Bosnia's autonomous Serb Republic. And in Belgrade, residents donated food, clothes and bedding. Police appealed for more boats. A steady rainfall on Saturday and more was forecast for Sunday. And wait and hope, and now we have to sit and wait. To wait for that next wave and to hope, Vucic told a joint news conference with Bosnian Serb leader Milorad Dodik. And in the Bosnian border town of Bjeljina, authorities said they would evacuate 10,000 people. More than 15,000 have already been evacuated in Serbia. And we left behind the car, motorcycle, tools, all our furniture, valuables, said Dragana Ilic, an Obrenovac resident evacuated to a shelter in Belgrade. We just grabbed our mobile phones and left. All our rides were left behind. The whole house is underwater. And in Bosnia, helicopters evacuated people from the northern towns of Sabac and Modrica, and trucks and bulldozers carried food to the hardest hit areas. And about 1,000 people, including babies, pregnant women, invalids and the elderly, were evacuated from the region of Zeljesno Polje in central Bosnia, where hundreds of homes were destroyed in landslides. And I think we'll never be able to return to our village, local Muslim Imam Zudija Rizal told Reuters by telephone from Zeljesno Polje. It has disappeared. And a Reuters cameraman said people were still leaving the area by foot. The roofs of houses and cars poked out from under mud, trees and rocks. And only 3 houses survived, all others were buried, totally gone, said one villager, Prajib Menziovic. And on Friday, Serbia's state-run power utility Elektroprivreda Srbije streamed output at its largest hydropower plant, Đerdap 1, on the Danube River by a quarter. And it also closed down 1,650 MW in capacity of its largest coal-fired power plant Nikola Tesla, 10 on top of a 10% cut in total output a day before. And flooding of the Kolubara, the Danube and the Sava rivers brought down cables and transformer stations, soaked coal depots that feed the power plant, and caused a fire inside the Kolubara complex, which had been shuttered since Thursday. And additional reporting by Darja Sucic and Maja Zuvela in Sarajevo, Fedegrulovic in Belgrade, writing by Matt Robinson, editing by Sophie